AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe. On the way to the game in Miami, Tyreek Hill gets pulled over for a traffic violation. I guess he was speeding. One thing leads to another, and subsequently Tyreek Hill winds up getting arrested for said traffic violation. This part of the video right here doesn't do it any real justice in terms of conversation, tone, everything that's, the body language, everything that's going on in here, you can kind of see from a distance. But literally right before I jumped on with you, Fabian, and with everybody else that's here, I was able to hear and watch the body cam. And so I was able to hear the conversation and hear what's going on. And that sheds a different light. Obviously, it always sheds a different light on the interaction between the person and an officer. And so they do knock on his window. He does pull it down. He then does pull the window back up. They proceed to then start knocking on his window, knocking on his window, knocking on his window. They then pull it down, or he then kind of pulls it halfway down. And I guess they were irritated at the fact that they had to ask him to pull his window down. So then they start yanking him out the car. So now they open the door up, pull him out the car, put him on his stomach, and handcuff him. Now the conversation in between that is very much aggressive. He is, like he said, was not cursing, was not being disrespectful, was not being combative. It was just conversation back and forth. These two gentlemen right here, because I'm not gonna call them officers, these guys suck at their job. As you can see right here, now they're yanking him out the car, pulling him by his head, throw him on the ground, put him in the cuffs. Now at this point, he has his cell phone in his hand. He's already calling his agent, Drew Rosenhaus. So at this point now, you can hear him saying, "Drew, they locking me up. Drew, they locking me up." This doesn't look like not complying. I don't see any fidgeting. He's clearly stronger than every officer out there. If he wanted to overpower any of these guys, he would have. They then go on to handcuff him. They stand him up. Now, conversation right here is basically asking, what did I do? What did I do wrong? He makes reference of having surgery on his knee just recently. They ask, well, you had surgery on your ears because you can't hear us. Just the tone, and I'm being nice right now, but the tone is real condescending. Now this is a teammate. This is a teammate that's pulling up and coming to his aid. They push him down right here, sit him down right here. And like I said, none of this tone, any of this conversation right here, if anybody has heard the audio, none of the audio right here is one of trying to de-escalate the situation, one of trying to bring calm to an already heightened situation. These officers are typical officers, fucking cowards, just have uniforms on, pumping their power. This brother got his hands up in his ear. He's a teammate. He's like, yo, what's going on? He's calling Drew Rosenhaus. He's on the phone right now with the agent. The officer's coming up to him, basically telling him to move. I get it. The car's in the middle of the street. They kind of get him out the way. He poses no threat. Officer begins to ask him, give me your license, give me a license, give me a license. You don't give me a license, I'm going to lock you up. So this is the tough guy right here with the glasses on.
Tell me how your license.
I'm leaving.
I'm not playing. Let me have your license.
Yo, what's
your
going
license
on?
right now.
What's going on,
your license right now. You're not gonna give me your license?
How you got an accent like that in 2024?
Let me have your license. Your license right now.
Sir,
hey, your license right now. Or I'm gonna lock you up. Your license right now.
He just told me to
your
leave.
license right now.
Sir,
You're dealing with me now.
Sir.
Your license right now.
Just punks. Just punks. Just fucking punks.
Out of here. Give me your license.
Just
you don't have the
punks.
badge, I would have whooped your ass, bro. All
Just
of them.
punks, man. Just punks, man. I beat a lot of those dudes up in high school. I put a lot of those dudes in lockers. Gave a lot of those dudes wedgies. Gave a lot of those dudes nuggies. You remember the nuggies? Gave a lot of those dudes, took dollars from a lot of those dudes, bought my pizza on Wednesdays. Just punks, man. Just punks.
I mean, it is Florida. They were in Miami. That's what the shocking thing. When I first saw it, I'm like, they locked them up in Miami?
Yeah, you ain't hear Papa? You ain't hear Papa talking?
Papa was listen. This is why I tell you guys don't know real racism. Like black is black, white is white. All that other stuff. Oh, she's light skin. Like, no, she's white. This girl's black. You drive on I-95, that is the test for you. That is the test. Forget about what background you come from. Anyway, I don't want to digress. I'm throwing away all my Chips toys. I don't. At first, we were waiting for more. I heard Marcella's Wiley take on it. It's like we don't know what he was locked up for, really, and we don't know what really happened. Whatever. It was something beforehand. How they were letting down. He rolled down the window, maybe halfway or whatever it was, and when they got you, they got you. Did he roll the window down completely from the beginning? Like complying is complying. There's a lot that comes with that. At the end of the day, for me, when you got the gun, you got the right side of the law. It's like, all right, man. What's going on? I'm never. I don't care how nasty they are. I'm never like that. Now, if I get the one up, when I get the one up, I've been pulled over in the Bronx. Somebody talking crazy to me. I knew I had no warrant. I gave him my license and all that. When he came back, he was disappointed I didn't have no warrant, so he could put me in the back. I got pulled over in a cab. I could finish that story offline. But point is, once he was done, I looked at him. I said, yo, we could go around the block if you want, bro. You ain't tough. Puerto Rican dude. I strongly dislike Latino cops and black cops in New York City. Don't like them. The other guys I expected from you. I don't like this. You get to put the badge on and you act like that. What is that? You guys are Republicans now? They won't save you either when it's time. I don't fully know what happened, so that's why I don't like to comment on stuff like that. You're supposed to roll that window all the way down. Hey, what's up, man? Put your hands out. But I'm trying to get to the game. What the hell are you doing? When he got back to that precinct, he might have got his ass whooped, bro. He's a Dolphins. Yes, he has all the rights. Played? No. There's nobody bigger on the Dolphins. I've just started watching football.
He played later that day. Like he played.
Yes, and they did the whole thing with the arrest thing. He's the cheater. No, he's the biggest star in that you have in a football team in the South. You don't know who he is? I'll be surprised if he didn't get his ass whooped in that precinct, Flea. This is Florida, bro. That's stupid. If there's one black person they let rock, he's crazy.
I don't believe that only because 2 hours later he was on the field catching touchdowns. So
no, I'm talking about the cop.
Oh, the cop.
His people looked at him like, yo, what are you doing? You know who that is? No, I watch soccer. That's what
I don't like how you said
football.
That just pissed me off even more. I didn't like how you said that. That just made me mad.
Football. He don't play football. He's Messi. He's no Messi. Like, shut up. They probably the white who probably smacked him. This is the real football here, sir. I you know how this goes, man.
I got family members I got beef with that are a part of law enforcement.
That's
and
crazy.
It's not beef.
That's sad.
It's not beef. It's just you made a choice. Now you make that choice. Be a part of the change. I understand they got to do their job, but all of these ego-driven positions that people have, man, like that.
You ain't changing that, man. There's a lot that comes with this, bro. There has to be way more that are part of law enforcement. That to me has always been the biggest problem because the stop snitching and all this other stuff, people want to be fake. Stop. People need jobs. We need everybody on the block to be lawyers, doctors, be a part of the fire department, all of that. That's how you kill that.
There's a right way to police and there's a wrong way to police, man. There's a right and wrong way to do it. I don't think situations like that bravado and that level of masculinity that you have to exhibit is not necessary in that situation right there. It is not. I'm sorry?
At all.
That's what I'm saying, Fabe. So they know when and where situations call for you to start thumping your chest and remind another individual that I'm a man too. Like there are certain situations that bring that, like you know what I'm saying? You pull up on a situation where there's a lot of testosterone and niggas is rah. You gotta walk in there and be the officer who's in uniform and calms the situation down.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.